Hi guys, it's Carmen here. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today it is 30 days later since I got the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So I got the phone in on September 22nd. Today is Sunday, October 22nd. So this is a true 30-day review. And I do just want to give my thoughts and opinions on having this phone for the past 30 days. And hopefully if you are still in the decision-making process, this can help you in your decision. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So let's start with battery life. As you all may know or not know, I'm coming from the iPhone 14 Pro Max, which in my opinion had terrible battery life. I currently have 100% battery capacity, which is kind of expected since it's so early on. On my 14 Pro Max, I currently have 92%, so this alone has been great to come from. The battery on my 15 Pro Max literally lasts all day for me, and for me, that's from about 7 a.m. until 11 p.m. I usually end my night with at least 20%, which in my opinion is pretty good as I am a heavy user. My average screen time is about 10 hours daily. So it's safe to say that the battery is better on the 15 Pro Max. Next, let's talk about the titanium finish that Apple gave us this year. I absolutely love it and wish Apple would have did this years ago. Coming from last year's iPhone, it feels so much lighter, which for me is huge since I have such small hands. The iPhone 14 Pro Max for me last year felt super heavy and would sometimes become a pain to hold because of its weight. In addition to the titanium finish, Apple also made the corners more round, which makes this phone even more enjoyable to use and hold. I literally can't stop holding it. I never noticed how sharp the edges of previous phones were until now, and I am so glad that this has been changed, so big clap to whoever's idea it was to make this change. Next up, we have the camera. So having the iPhone 15 Pro Max is like carrying 7 camera lenses in your pocket. So you get the ultra wide, the 1x 24mm, 1.2x 28mm, 1.5 35mm, 2x, 5x, 25x, and the macro lens. So Apple usually makes the cameras better on the latest model, so this comes as no surprise. But what is exciting is the new log feature. So I'm still learning this myself, but pretty much you can shoot and capture raw footage that you can take and edit however you want. This does come with a warning that shooting raw footage will take up a lot of space in your phone. So be mindful of this, or either be sure to carry around an SSD so that you can quickly offload this footage. Next up is USB-C. So one of the biggest additions to the iPhone this year has been the addition of USB-C. This is only the second change ever that Apple has made to their charging port. For so long we've had the Lightning, so it's awesome to have this new change. The USB-C cable that Apple provided is what I have been using so far, and it's okay. Definitely not the best out there, but it gets the job done. I do plan to get a better cable to take advantage of fast charging, faster transfer speeds, but for now, this is okay. Next up is the action button. So woof. When Apple announced this, I was super excited about it, and I have definitely played around with it, but I honestly still feel like I haven't tapped into its full use. So when you first get the phone, you get a good amount of actions that you can choose from, but if you play around in your shortcuts a bit, you can definitely whip up an action button masterpiece. Here's my setup currently, and as I said before in another video, I do plan to do a video showing you all how I set up my action button menu, as well as other action button tips and tricks. Next up is gaming. The Apple event spotlighted some improvements to gaming on the iPhone. Apple announced the A17 Pro chip, which has improved a number of things, but in particular in ray tracing, which is very exciting to me as I am a gamer. I don't get to play as often as I used to, but I do still enjoy playing. This new chip will allow for us to play full-on console games such as Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil 4 Remake, and Death Stranding, and I can only imagine what else is cooking up. Next up is accessories. As you all know, I love accessories. I have been having a great time unboxing and reviewing cases this year with the new action button edition, as well as the new color I have and weight that the iPhone has this year. I'm going to give you a quick view of what are some of my favorite cases so far. Alright guys, that's it for today. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you again, and as always, I appreciate you all. See you the next time. Alright, bye.